take those two right turns, and when they make the final turn, they can begin to hear the crowd and the noise of the open end of the stadium.
Here it is, the most exciting 25 seconds in college football.
What is up, Clemson fam? Welcome to Two Right Turns, a Clemson football podcast from right here in Studio C at the Clemson Athletics Branding Institute. I got three incredible guests for you guys today. I'm going to let you introduce yourselves. I feel like I do that every time. So, I need you guys to tell us who you are, where you're from, about yourself, because nobody can do it like you can.
All right, I'll start. My name's RJ Mickens. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I play safety here. This is my 5th year here. And a little about me is I like to game and hunt and hang out with Barrett and Tyler on my free time.
Yep, so I'm Tyler Venables. I am going to be a 5th-year safety here at Clemson. Just graduated in December. Go me. I didn't think that was going to happen. Thank you. I am from Norman, Oklahoma, and a lot of people don't want to hear that. So you could say either one, but I like to say Norman because it sounds more exotic. Because nobody on the team's from Norman, so I say Norman.
Norman sounds exotic?
Well, it sounds more exotic than Clemson, because we are in Clemson. So that's just like, oh, you're from Clemson, like I'm here too. So, okay. But if I say Oklahoma, it's like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy.
Got it. Okay.
So.
No, yeah.
Bro, yapping.
It's exotic, so.
I guess so.
Yap.
What's up, y'all? I'm Barrett Carter. I'm a junior, about to be going into my senior year. Play linebacker here. And something about me. I love hanging out with RJ and T-Bone. Yep. Love it.
That didn't come across as 100% authentic, but we will take it.
Yeah, RJ said it, so I feel like I have to say it.
I want to pop this whole thing off with, listen, y'all opened this up for discussion, so it just is what it is. We're talking about The Bachelor. Like, we got to go there from the jump. So everybody is watching The Bachelor. RJ, you watching The Bachelor?
I've never seen it in my life.
Oh.
Never even heard of it, to be honest.
No,
I haven't seen it, though.
I have seen one season only ever because I knew someone that was on it. But, I think we might have two faithfuls here. Are you faithful watchers?
This is the first season that I've actually sat down and really watched it, with snacks. There's, there's some seasons I've, kind of skipped through and I know the guy's name. Yeah. But I, don't know everything. And I'm trying to get like that. Because I think it really matters, and I think it's a very relevant topic.
I'm going to be honest. You give me you could be the Bachelor vibes.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I'd forget people's names. I'm not good with names.
I'm sure that they do as well.
Right, yeah, right. But, if we're, 20 girls there, that would be kind of hard to be what's your name? Rebecca? Is that your name? But it's not. That's not Rebecca. That would be pretty embarrassing. So I think they'd have to edit the show a lot if I was on it.
Okay.
But yeah, I have my sister. She grew up watching it, so I was kind of forced to watch it. Her and my mom would just sit down. They'll be like, "Barry, come watch it." I'm like, okay. It's I grew up watching it, but
you liked it.
I did like it. It was entertaining.
Once you start watching it, I mean, it is a little bit like watching a train wreck, and you can't turn away.
Exactly. But I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched probably since I was 5th grade. So But I know Clemson's doing a Bachelor here, so we might have to get RJ on that. I think that'd be pretty entertaining.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I need to be on there.
I want to be clear about the Bachelor Snacks because I feel like that's got, we need details.
Obviously, you got popcorn.
Plain, just regular, movie butter, popcorn?
Add some spray butter, some salt, maybe pepper. But what I found out, a really good way to make the show better is to eat Swedish fish during it. So I
is
really
it
like that.
Every time you hear really loud kissing noises or what?
That's actually a good idea. I didn't think about
You're
that.
welcome. You're welcome.
But in between the commercials, I'd eat the Swedish fish. But now that you say that, during the when they do that, I think I'll probably eat a fish, a Swedish fish.
You're welcome for that.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
How does Swedish fish make the show better?
Man, I just haven't tried any other candy, but that's the only one I tried, and it made it better. So I wonder if that's the same for all candies. Is that the same for gummy worms, jelly beans? And if it is, then that's a breakthrough. But you guys have to help me and try that at some point.
I don't know that I've ever had a Swedish Fish, but obviously that's his go-to candy. Go-to candy, like you're popping in the store, you just filled up, you got to grab something. What is the candy
I don't
that
eat
you're
candy.
going for? I don't either. So
Yeah,
like
I gave it up, and I swear to God, I don't. I gave it up in high school.
You gave it up?
When have you ever seen me eat candy?
The scouts are not going to watch this. It's okay.
No.
It doesn't matter.
When have you ever seen me eat candy?
I ain't gonna say too much, bro. I see you eat candy before.
You're
bro.
literally lying.
That's a cap.
You are lying.
But my favorite candy is the Trolley sour gummy worms for sure. Yeah, those do it every time.
I've never had that
Don't
either.
miss.
They don't miss.
Don't miss.
They don't miss.
You really just lied. He's
Okay,
lying
if
to
somebody
me.
twists your arm and force you to eat candy,
Probably Swedish Fish.
really?
Yeah.
I have never had one of those in my life.
I used to eat it a lot, but I gave it up.
Okay. Is there
Y'all
more
don't
there?
believe
Like
this
that
man.
feels so deep. He's like, I gave it up. Like,
Swear, I'm-
Gave it up.
when have you ever seen me eat candy?
So apparently the only thing you drink is water, and the only thing you eat is chicken, rice, and broccoli, correct? And never
Incorrect.
any.
No, I just
no
gave up.
candy.
I gave up candy.
Candy. All right.
But like you're like completely and totally locked into a dietary plan, or
No.
Okay.
I eat whatever, just not candy.
I just want to hear if you're gonna lie or not.
Okay.
That's why I did.
You know what?
one thing that's not a lie is there's definitely some underlying things about this friendship between all of you. There's a lot there that I hope that we will unpack over the course of our conversations today. But you all chose to come back for another year at Clemson. That is also something that you guys have in common. I want you each to walk us through in your own words that decision-making process and like what ultimately led you being back here another year.
I'll start. So, I was really deciding between going to the NFL and coming back. And, I just prayed about it a lot and talked to Coach Sweeney and talked to Coach Khan and, just really had some time alone with my family and, just felt like it was the right thing to do and just felt like we had unfinished business and we didn't go out the way that I envisioned my career ending here. And just wanted to come back and just really finish the right way, And I just love the school and the people here and my teammates. I just couldn't imagine, doing anything else. And I felt like it was the right thing to do.
T-Bone.
Yeah, well, I got my draft grades back, and I was late first round, so I really was like, I really want to go top 5. So that's the reason why. No, I'm kidding. I just didn't want to go, start my 9 to 5 just quite yet. So I was like, yeah, why not? I redshirted last year. I had, hip surgery in July, and that was my plan. Once I decided to have that surgery, I was like, I'm obviously going to come back, and I love this game, and I love being here with my teammates and striving for goals and competing for championships and trying to be our best. And I love doing it at a place like Clemson under our leadership with Coach Sweeney and all the staff and the coaches here. It's really special and it's rare in the realm of college football today. It's not normal to have these close knit bonds, and I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to come back and hopefully I can be an asset to this team. But I never thought about leaving, so I didn't really have any options to go anywhere or go to the NFL. So I'm blessed to be able to come back.
Same thing as RJ. Deciding between the NFL and coming back, and it was easily the hardest decision of my life. Like, I was stressing, I was all the things. Like, it was just so tough, but prayed about it. Went to lunch with Dan Leanne. He's one of the local preachers, and we were just catching up, but he told me something, and it was don't make a decision based off of fear. And that just like sparked in my head, like, yeah, I know what I need to do now. And like, Clemson is so special, but it's the people that make it special. And like, I couldn't leave yet. Like RJ said, we have unfinished business, and just want to go out on a better note, and I want to graduate. If I left last year, I wouldn't have graduated. And I want to be a captain too. So I have some goals I want to come back and accomplish. But Dan Leanne really spoke some wisdom into my ears.
I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to speak some wisdom of your own, right? So there may be, young recruits who watch this and are listening and looking up to you guys. And I think what's important about what you guys have said is sometimes you have deterred plans, right? The plan that you have is not the way that it always, formulates itself to be. And so you have to reroute. And so looking or speaking to those young men who may be watching this, thinking about their recruiting process, their college going process, all of those things, what would be your piece of wisdom that you would give them about being able to trust the process, if you will, and knowing that it may not always go exactly the way that you plan?
I'll start. So, especially the way college sports is now, and Coach Sweeney always says this, don't give up what you want most for what you want in a moment. He says it all the time. And it really resonates with me, and just seeing the way, things are now, I could see that being helpful to somebody who's younger coming up.
I would say, don't let the, and I know NIL is a large topic that recruits are looking at now, and I would say don't let that temporary, money that you could potentially get at schools get in the way of like what you could really become and what you could, if your goal is to go to the NFL, you want to go to a program that's going to be able to develop you. I'm sure they could pay you a little bit of money through your 4 years of college, but if they're not going to develop you and make you into a legit, NFL caliber athlete and and not even just that, like off the field, just like a successful person and a good man, like don't sacrifice any of that stuff for a little bit of, upfront money that you think is going to make everything okay. And, it's going to be the best thing ever if you get a little bit of money. I think that's dumb to think like that. So, don't throw away a program, and don't look past a program that's going to make you, into an NFL caliber athlete, a good man, a good father, a good husband, and also, graduate at a really prestigious university like Clemson. Like that's a real thing. And it's, this is not just an ordinary place. It's not just another degree. It's not just another college. This is, it's a very prestigious place with a lot of good people around here who know what it takes and know what it has, because they've done it before. So I would say Clemson's a great place where you can do all those things, and on top of that, we have, a ton of resources around us that make us compete at the highest level.
For me, I would just say maximize every opportunity. Especially when you're a young kid, there's so many distractions. You're going to want to hang out with your friends. You might skip that training session, whatever it may be. I would just say, just maximize your opportunity, because you're going to look back years ago and you'll be like, dang, I wish I would have trained that day and made my friends wait an hour and a half. And I would just say maximize your opportunity, because you're never going to know when it's going to be taken from you. And I see a lot of kids that get passed up because they decide to skip off on this and their competitions, their training, and doing whatever it may be. So I would just say maximize your opportunity and just know that your competition is always going to be working, and you just need to work harder than they are.